Nintendo has been a very hit or miss company lately because they have done good over the years with listening to fan feedback over really important issues in their games. They even stopped censoring a ton of games like they used to, but at the same time, they're still a company that wants to make money and they are willing to cram microtransactions into their free-to-play titles like there's no tomorrow. And their newest free-to-play game is Pokemon Unite, which blew up as soon as it released because it's Pokemon, a MOBA, and the gameplay itself actually looks really smooth, but unfortunately, it is filled to the brim with microtransactions, and people are really furious with Nintendo over the monetization structure. I wanted to read a Polygon article and then head on over to Twitter to show some of the outrage because it is massive right now. But really quickly, before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or you can support via direct donations. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So let's start off with this first Polygon article. It says Pokemon Unite feels a little too pay to win for some players. Whenever something is pay to win or people are calling a game pay to win, I personally take a step back because I don't want to play pay to win games. I understand that companies need to make money, so they're going to put things like cosmetics in games. I'm someone who plays Apex Legends and they do put a lot of cosmetics into the game, and you can buy loot boxes, but the difference is that none of those items in those loot boxes affect gameplay. When a game sells things for real money that affects gameplay, I'm out. I do not like supporting games like that. But it says the Pokemon MOBA's competitive balance is upended by free-to-play monetization. So many games have so much potential, yet when it comes to monetization, companies get super greedy and end up screwing up the game. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way that it goes. It says Pokemon Unite, the Pokemon Company's popular free-to-play MOBA on Nintendo Switch, has a system that many players are criticizing as pay-to-win and unfair for the competitive integrity of the newly released game. So it says early on, players can earn AOS coins capped at 2,100 per week and tickets. Either of these currencies can be used to purchase held items in the AOS Emporium, and held items are similar to items in traditional Pokemon games and can be equipped to a single Pokemon, but in Pokemon Unite, they increase stats like health, defense, movement speed, and attack. Each held item can be upgraded to increase those benefits up to 30 times, and to do so, you need to invest in yet another currency, item enhancers, and this is where it starts to get pay to win. Because it says here's where fans of Pokemon Unite are calling the game pay to win. Item enhancers are normally earned via limited time challenges and the battle pass. I personally hate when games lock items and currency behind limited time challenges, or you can only earn so many of a currency a day. That really sucks in my opinion. That's what killed Elder Scrolls Blades truly, is where you literally couldn't do anything unless you paid for the timers to be unlocked. But it says you can also spend 10 AOS tickets to purchase them, but if you don't have enough, you can purchase them with AOS gems, Unite's real money currency. If you choose to get them that way, the exchange rate for AOS gems to item enhancers is 1-to-1. That means to upgrade an item for the first several levels, it'll only cost around $1, but this is where it gets ridiculous. But as you upgrade, the number of required item enhancers increases, which results in about $40 needed to fully upgrade them 30 times. Without real money, you'll need to spend several hours to upgrade the first 10 or so levels, and many more past that. This might not sound like a big deal to some people, but it actually is, because in these types of games, every little advantage matters, and these are huge advantages we're talking about just because you're swiping your credit card. It says an item like Shell Bell goes from 1.6 increased special attack at level 1 to 24 at level 30. The Assault Vest increases its base health tenfold by max level. Equip 3 of these maxed out items in a single match and you'll easily eclipse any opponents and gain levels and strength no matter what the stage of the game is at. Unfortunately, this is the case. If you want to play this game, you basically have to swipe your credit card if you want the best advantages. And I actually wanted to show you all another recent mobile game that Nintendo put out, and it says Mario Kart Tour is fun until you hit the pay-to-win grind. This is a game that everyone was pretty excited for, and then boom, it came out and everyone realized it was pay-to-win. You could buy special carts, and they gave advantages, some were faster than others. A lot of people were very disappointed when they saw this was the direction Nintendo was going in. So this says the pay-to-win wall. Mario Kart Tour's races are organized in cups, and to unlock a new cup, you have to collect a certain amount of stars. You can earn up to 5 stars per track by getting a high score, and as you progress, unlocking new cups requires more and more stars. But it says winning races alone isn't enough to get you all of the stars you need. Drifting, jumping off ramps, nailing opponents with items all contribute to your score, and then it says you can get a 5-star rating without winning. Unfortunately, a big part of your score is predetermined at the start of the race. If you spent more resources upgrading your cart, you automatically start with a higher score, and you can upgrade your cart naturally by leveling up, but this is an extremely slow process. I don't think that companies understand that people do not like these methods. I know they're a company and they want to make money, but people hate when companies do things like this. If you're going to put an option in-game for people to just swipe their credit card and get advantages, it shouldn't be that hard to play the game and get those advantages. It's a tactic so that you're basically forced to swipe your credit card, but if they made these methods easier to actually win in-game, like if I went into this game and tried to upgrade my cart and it was easier, people wouldn't be so upset with the fact that you can just swipe your credit card and upgrade it, because it wouldn't take that much time. But unfortunately in games like this, it takes hours and hours and tons of dedication to do what you could get in 5 minutes by inputting your credit card information. It's a ridiculous thing. A lot of people do not like it, and it happens in all of these mobile games. Now, I wanted to head over to Twitter really quickly to show you all the general reactions because people are very upset right now. Delrith said, shame Pokemon Unite is so incredibly and unbelievably pay to win with item upgrading. Nintendo can't walk it back either because then everyone who upgraded will be stuck at insane power levels. Takes an insane amount of time per item normally, way to ruin a MOBA, and it is unfortunate because an amazing game could release and then the monetization system could ruin it. He also said what's wild is journalists yelling at streamers for pointing this out. So many journalists right now are defending Nintendo and defending their monetization system. I personally wouldn't want to be on that side of history. I would not want to be defending Nintendo when they release game after game with monetization systems like this that no one likes. Their games release, they're super hyped up because it's Nintendo. Mario, in this case, we're talking about Pokemon. But then they end up flopping because no one wants to play after the hype is, So I wanted to head on over to Twitter to read a couple reactions because people are genuinely upset over this. Delrith said, shame Pokemon Unite is so incredibly and unbelievably pay to win with item upgrading. Nintendo can't walk it back either because then everybody who upgraded will be stuck at insane power levels. What a way to ruin a MOBA. And it's so true because games release and the content in them is amazing, and then we end up with monetization systems like this. He also said what's wild is journalists yelling at streamers for pointing this out. Nintendo made the game this brokenly pay to win. People are trying to defend Nintendo. I know Nintendo obviously is going to have fanboys, but there are journalists who are defending them to the end. They are trying their hardest to make positive press for Nintendo, and no one's buying it. Everyone is really upset. They also are getting a ton of comments on all of their posts. This is the official Pokemon Unite Twitter account. People are saying things like remove specific characters. Some Pokemon are apparently very strong. Somebody said this pay-to-win garbage is unbelievably unbalanced. To make things worse, you have to AFK players and those who just choose not to do anything, and there are no repercussions. I genuinely wanted to love this game nearly 2 weeks in, and only those who spend actually enjoy the game, and that sucks to hear. When I hear about a new game and I see a new game, I want people to just enjoy it. I might not enjoy it, but it's okay if they do, and no one is really enjoying this game unless they're willing to swipe their credit card. So overall, I do think that this is going to be another Mario Kart Tour situation. It's going to be super hyped up at the beginning, people see the monetization system, and then leave the game to go to a better, less pay-to-win game. It's unfortunate that they released the game in this state, that they put in this free-to-play monetization system that is really, really predatory. But that's all that I had to talk about in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way. But I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.